YouTube world, AC here. Welcome back to my page. If you are new, checking in for the first time, also want to send out a special welcome to you. Make sure you subscribe because I'm looking for subscribers. I have a lot of cool content here. We talk about spiritual concepts, enlightenment, and personal growth, personal development topics. So at the end of the video, definitely give it a 2 thumbs up if you enjoyed the content, and share it with anyone that you feel can benefit from this, from the information here. So today I'm going to talk about consciousness. I'm going to talk about consciousness in the workplace, or consciousness when you are interacting with someone else. And I'm going to talk about the workplace because that's where we interact with a lot of people, is at work, and being conscious there. I work with sales teams all over the United States, and in my home city, I run a sales team here, and I work with them on selling. They're salespeople. That's what we do. We sell. I'm in a position of authority. You would say that I'm kind of like the boss, but I never try to come over that way with the people I work with. In fact, I look at them as a partner. I never ever try to get caught up in titles and I'm over you and this, that, and the other. And one of the things that you'll always have with me in these videos is I'm always going to be transparent. There are a number of people that'll make a video and they make it seem like they don't have issues that they deal with and go through. Well, I'm not going to be like that. I'm going to definitely share with you the same things that I struggle with, that I also work on teaching. And in this particular story, which is what it is, it's a story of how I lost myself and I lost conscious of what was going on with me and how easy it is to fall into that trap. What's so interesting about what I'm going to share with you today is that the day that this took place, I actually did a training with the team on being conscious, being aware of what we're saying and what we're thinking. And not even an hour after that, guess what? Yours truly fell into a trap, and that's what this video is really about. So just to set it up, I did the training, and afterwards we had implemented some new policies and new protocols, and I had one of the salespeople come into my office, and they immediately went into how they didn't like it and this, that, and the other. And it kept building up as I was just taking it all in. And just like that, I lost it. And I started cussing. I started going at them. I started yelling. And in those few minutes of time that this was going back and forth, I completely lost myself. And the reason I'm sharing this with you is because it's so easy to do. There are individuals that can push the right trigger, and if you're not careful, you're involved, engaged, arguing, and you lose yourself. You lose complete control of yourself, and you literally give your power away, because that is what I did. And it happened so easily. And one of the reasons why it happened with me is because I allowed my ego to get in the way. My ego felt that it needed to step up and defend me, and that's what the defense looked like. So when that type of stuff happens, first of all, you have to be okay with it, because there's nothing you can do about it. You can't beat yourself up. But what I did was I took responsibility. No matter how right I felt about the matter that was going on, it was never about right and wrong. And in this particular situation, it gave me an opportunity to recognize that I did what I did, to accept it, and I had to be okay with it. I had to be okay with it. And as I reflected throughout the day, the incident, I wasn't conscious. That's what it boils down to. So I lost myself, ego took over, and that was the end result. So what did I do? Well, I reached out to this individual and I apologized. I apologized because that is a way for you to clear the space and to move on. And it doesn't matter that they were wrong. None of that matters. I had to do that for me. So I had to clear that energy out of me and continue to bring in love and light to the situation. So I forgave them, I forgave the situation, and I forgave myself so that I could move forward. So I want to let you know that when those type of things happen, all you can do is work on getting better. There's no need to beat yourself up. And we all fall prey to it. I remember about 10 years ago, I lost myself. If I would have had a gun on me that day, I would have shot this individual. That's how much I lost myself. I went back to this Ace 88 because I was a character in 1988, but I went back to that individual. And I realized that not only did I give my power away, but I allowed anger to seep in and just really control the narrative. And to be honest with you, I don't remember the last time this incident has happened, but it did happen, and it gives me an opportunity to get better. So if you ever find yourself in that situation, accept it, clear the space by forgiving them, forgiving yourself, forgiving the situation, and move forward. And it didn't, what I'm probably going to end up doing is at our next meeting, I'm going to apologize to the whole group because that's just how I roll. This incident happened behind closed doors. It was in my office. This person was cussing back at me, but that doesn't make any difference. I work on holding myself accountable, and that's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna apologize to the group because that is not who I am. And one small mistake doesn't define me, and if you're making mistakes, it doesn't define you. Just know that. So this whole journey in life is about getting better. It's about evolving, and you'll have moments where you fall prey. What's interesting is one of the individuals that I follow, she's like a spiritual mentor of mine on Instagram. I saw her video later on that evening, and she told me, well, she told the audience, because she did a video, on this particular day, things like this were showing up all over. And I'm like, okay, so I felt a little better. So I'm like, okay, so whatever's going on with the downloading of, 5D consciousness and our higher self and everything that was going on, what she illustrated was on this particular day, the day that I lost it, that there were things like that happening, and ugly things that we've been in the past, these survival programs, these ego-based programs that are set up to defend us, those would surface more on this particular day. So even though I felt a little better, I had no business doing what I did. And it doesn't matter that I'm in a position of authority. It doesn't matter that I have the power that I have. In no way should I talk to another human being in that manner. It wasn't necessary, because you know what's so funny? A year from now, I won't even remember this. And sometimes we give power to so many small situations in our life that will be forgotten about like minutes, hours, and days later. So keep practice being conscious, practice the presence, practice being present. And what I'm going to be doing is anytime I know a altercation is going to take place, that's what I'm going to tell myself. Ace, practice being present, practice being patient. And whatever this altercation is going to be, it could be an argument, a disagreement, whatever it is, it's really not that big of a deal. It's really not going to matter days from now, weeks from now, months from now, years from now. So conserve your power. And there are ways to deliver stern messages without yelling or trying to belittle people. And that's the very thing that I work on day to day, is to understand that everyone is on their own path. And even though someone could be clearly wrong, even though someone could be clearly out of place and out of line, I do not have to take the road by joining them with that type of energy. I don't. Now, have I got to a point where I'm going to turn the other cheek? No. I haven't evolved to that, but I'm working and training myself on understanding that words, they're just words. The energy behind them, they're really not that important. So hope you guys got some good stuff out of this video. Look forward to getting more videos about spirituality in the workplace. I've got a ton of information to go over with you, things that will help you in the workplace, no matter if you're a supervisor or an employee dealing with supervisors, or a supervisor dealing with salespeople or employees. What people don't understand is that good communication and good quality interaction is so important. And I've been able to be this successful for a dozen more years in an atmosphere where sales and results matter, because I've always been good with people. I've always presented myself in a way where the people that work with me trust me, can look up to me, can trust my example, and know that I'm going to do the very best to help them. So that's the individual that you really want to work on being that the example in the workplace, the example in your home, the example in your family of what you want to see around you. So more cool videos coming on that soon, but I just wanted to drop this story on you guys and let you know that, yeah, Ace lost his cool and gave away his power, but I got it back. Love and respect, and I'll see you in the next video.